Hello and welcome to the Curiosity of Gaming. Today we're going to be doing a slightly different video and it's going to be some tips and tricks to make your military world come to life. So we're going to start off here with just a basic tent, and I think a mistake that people quite often do is just build something like in a triangle, exactly like a triangle. But if you just add 2 blocks instead of 1 going inwards, it just makes it a little bit taller and a bit more accessible. Otherwise you'll be squidged in this middle block here with no headroom and no space. And just adding a few beds and details, some chests for the soldiers. Or maybe you could even add some carpet and then some white carpet over there for a sleeping bag or something if you liked. But I'm just going to show you how to build one of these. Let's build it around here. Let's make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 long. I think this one is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. And how wide? 1, 2, 3. 3 blocks in the middle. So we go 1, 2, 3. Build it 5 back along here. This is quite a small tent, but this is just to get the basic design down. You could add some fences or some details like that on the sides if you like, some fence posts, but usually I just put some carpet down to give it a little bit more like it's connected to the other fabric, like so. And then we're going to build the top. All the way along. You could put some on the top one, but usually I don't. Now fill in this with green wool. If you're making a German tent or something, you could do it with light grey wool or grey wool, because I usually give my countries different colours. Like for example, this is French, the FT17. And I've given it this sort of carpet colour, and this is German, the Kettenkrad, so I've given it a grey colour. Anyway, this is American, I think. You could also use moss blocks and moss carpet. That works really well as camouflage. But that is pretty much the tent done. It's super simple. This is actually probably the harder tip as well, and it's super simple. Another one is a really easy campfire. Just put some slabs around it. Maybe you could put some logs and some seats, and just a little bit of terraforming and making it look a bit dirty and used along the ground. So podzol, coarse dirt, soul soil. But let's build some sandbags. We got some sandbags here. I think what are these blocks called? I can never remember. Endstone brick stairs and slabs work pretty cool and well as some sort of sandbags. So if we were to place these across here, for example, maybe swap that slab out for a stair and then add another slab on top here, just to keep your camp or wherever you're doing a little bit more fortified. Or you could bring it up a little bit and make it a little bit taller, and then have something like this where you're hiding, and that you would extend this, for example, and you got a little thing here. This works well for foxholes, which is basically a ditch in a small hole in the ground, pretty much a bit like a mini trench. And make sure you add the texturing on trenches and foxholes, otherwise they don't look quite as good. But let's make this smaller again, like it was before. There we go. That is pretty much sandbags done. Super easy. Next we're going to make some barbed wire. You could use cobwebs instead of chains, but I think chains work quite well. And usually I do about 5 across. This one's 4 across, but I usually do about 5 across when I'm doing barbed wire because it just seems like a good size. So 1, and then in the middle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I would connect up another one maybe, or leave a gap in between and then start making another one. Like this. And then above that, so 2 blocks high. And then if I were to make some more, I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, oops, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then some spruce fences at the end there. So I think that works quite well as some barbed wire. Keep your soldiers protected. Alright, that is it for barbed wire. Then we're gonna make like some sort of 2-inch mortar or something. So let's put this behind the sandbags, and this is super simple. I've done it. That's it. It's literally a lever. You can choose which way it goes. And basically a mortar, you put a small mortar shell in it, flies up. It's like a mini bomb almost. So those are really simple, but quite effective, and little details like that make your builds come to life. That's not just in World War II and military, that's in cities and medieval towns, everything. And moving things like the campfire help with that as well. Okay, I think our last one, let's move this back actually, is going to be a super simple machine gun design. Literally some gates and an anvil. Open gates at the back, closed ones at the front. You can use different colours, so maybe I could add a spruce one at the front and dark oak at the back. And I think that is pretty much my 5 super simple tips for a military world.